It's a pleasure to have you on the link once again this week. We promise to give you information you can use, and tonight we are speaking about Islamic banking. You might have not, the term Islamic banking may not be new to you, but we want to understand how it actually works now that it has been officially allowed to work in Uganda. And online, I have the MD of Salam Bank. They have the license to operate Islamic banking, Mr. Michael Mande, to take us through some of the questions. Michael, welcome.
Samuel, and good evening to you and to the viewers.
All right, we have a little time, so let's go straight to the point. Briefly take us through what is Islamic banking.
So Islamic banking essentially is an alternative way of doing business. Islamic banking is a means of financial intermediation. It has its roots in the Islamic faith, but of course it's also subordinate to the laws that govern the business of the business of banking in Uganda. In essence, there are just a few key things that differentiate Islamic banking from conventional banking. One of them, and the key one, is that in Islamic banking, we don't give and we do not take interest. Interest is prohibited in Islamic banking. We don't give, neither do we take interest, which is called riba. It's prohibited in Islamic banking. The other key difference also is really that in Islamic banking, there is no speculation. We don't trade in cash. Our business is in assets. There must be something tangible. There's a tangible commodity that is always involved in Islamic banking. The other key thing to look at in Islamic banking is there are certain prohibited types of businesses that we do not finance. The tenets of Islamic banking considers them harmful to the society. Businesses like gambling, businesses like the sale of alcohol and the likes. So those are some of the key differentiators between Islamic banking and conventional banking. But in essence, it's means of doing business. It's really rooted in the Islamic faith. That's in brief what Islamic banking really is.
Okay, Michael, I know that some people are going to be listening and saying, "Oh, so now if I need money, what do? I am sitting here listening to you. When I come to Salam Bank, what happens? What do you expect of me as a borrower?"
So, Samuel, when you come to Salam Bank, which is the first Islamic bank in Uganda, as I indicated, we do not trade in cash. Islamic banking does not recognize cash as something with intrinsic value. So, in essence, what you want to use the cash for is what we do for you. So we assess your needs, the customer. You explain to us really what you want to do, how you want to do it, and then we place you in the variety of products that we have. In essence, let's say, for example, if you wanted to buy land, okay, in conventional terms, you'd come and ask, if you'd go to a conventional bank and ask for a loan, okay? In essence, when you ask for a loan, it will be accommodated with conversations of interest rates and the like. But when you come to an Islamic bank like Salam Bank, after you have done the identification of the land, you have done all your negotiations, then you come to us, you tell us, you want to buy, this and this piece of land, valued at this amount, and, you identify, of course, the vendor and everything. So for us, what we do, we buy the land in the name of Salam Bank, and we sell it to you at cost plus profit. In essence, since you are the one who identified the land, you know its price, you know everything about it, we do our own independent valuation. If the figures really check out, we buy the land in our names, and then we sell it to you at the cost plus a profit. That is how we do it in Islamic banking. We are not allowed to sell what we do not own. That is why we buy the land in the name of the institution, and then we sell it to you on deferred payment terms. That is how we would do it. And we call it murabaha in Islamic banking.
Yes, let's go on the question. I have a business and I need to inject in capital, and it's not against the tenants, like gambling and everything else, alcohol and so on. What happens in that case?
So in that case, Samuel, we have different product offerings in Islamic banking. It depends on exactly what you want to do in the business. It could be expansion. Let's say you own, let's say, a block, and you want to expand to the next block, okay? So what we would do, we could craft it in a form of what we call murabaha, okay? Where we acquire for you that next block that you want to expand to, and then we sell it to you on deferred payment terms. That is one of the ways we would do it. But also, there are other ways in which we would do this. We have types of products where we have equity stake in your business, and then we have others where we do some kind of partnership. There is one we call mudaraba, where, of course, your business is already existing, you're experienced in it, we assess you, we look at your cash flows, how they have been over time, and if indeed everything checks out, we discuss and agree. We negotiate on a profit sharing ratio from the word go, okay? And then we say, okay, your business is valued worth, let's say, 1 billion shillings. You want us to inject in, let's say, 500 million, okay? So we agree from the onset and we say, what will the ratio be of sharing profits in the event that we invested in your business? That's a negotiation. And then we could say maybe 60-40, it could be 50-50. This is a negotiation, right? So that at the end of the cycle, therefore, when the business makes money, we share the profits in the pre-agreed ratio. But because the institution is the one that injected capital funds in the business, in the event of loss, the loss is borne by the institution in this case, okay? Because for you, you brought in the expertise to run the business, and for us, we brought in the capital. So this is what we call mudaraba, but also there is one called musharaka, okay? Where it's a bit similar to mudaraba. The difference that comes in is we bring in capital, but you also bring in some amount of capital. Okay, on top of the expertise to run the business, you bring in as well capital. But as you keep paying the institution back, it's investment, the capital investment. Literally, it's as if you're buying us out, okay? Up to a point where all our interest is bought out by yourself and we exit the business. That is called musharaka, and specifically, it's diminishing musharaka. So all these that I've mentioned are three types of product offerings. So we therefore look at your business and look at the best product that would work for your business, and that's where we would place your need as a customer.
I wish I had more time, Michael, I feel I'm itching to ask more questions, but time doesn't allow me. That means that we have an appointment to bring you back. I have grasped the three, and I hope the viewers will. Certainly, we will bring you back to explain more, because I'm sure what you have explained is going to raise more questions, but we can't answer them because of time. Thank you very much for joining us from wherever you are and making the time to explain this concept, and we hope that many Ugandans can embrace Islamic banking. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Samuel, and have a good one too.
All right. We hope we added value to you on the link. As far as Islamic banking concerned, I know you are itching with more questions, but we'll bring him back. That was the link. Thank you for joining us tonight.